It's my favorite time of the day. I'm super excited. Oh, what a day. Why? Because I have two amazing guests. One of them, should I say, a prodigal sister who has arrived? And then the other is an honorable lady she's bringing her honorableness. Now, every day there's a new word in the dictionary, so I'm also finding my way of putting new English out there. My name is Nana Cheche, your host for today's show. Today we are talking about motherhood, unfiltered stuff about mothers. And I was telling my guest today, you tell me all the secrets, the ins and the outs, and but shout out to all the amazing mothers out there, the single mothers, the mothers. I learned something over the week. Pet mothers, mothers caring, women caring for those in the orphanage, women also caring for their nieces and nephews. There are so many roles that women play. So it's not just your biological children. It's also helping people to grow, nurturing people, and we celebrated International Women's Day not too long, and then we'll be celebrating Mothering Sunday or Mother's Day. But every day, I believe every day we celebrate that woman, that mother in your life. So today, stay tuned. Make sure you are sharing the link, call your friends, join the conversations, text us, tell us your experience, and I tell you, we cannot wait to dive in and speak to all these amazing maiden mothers in the studio and also around the world. Welcome to the Nana Cheche Show on Omega Live TV. Hello, my wonderful, wonderful, amazing ladies. How are you today?
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Great, thank you.
You're great. How would you say welcome in your native language? Because somebody in Nigeria, somebody somewhere will be, watching you.
Okay, we've got quite a lot of tribes in Nigeria,
Okay.
so that's the thing. So if I have to do like the broken English, how would I put it now?
How you day?
Yes.
How you day?
Yeah, there are different ways to put it really. So that's the thing. Nigeria's got quite a lot of languages. So, but mine is Edo.
Edo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you say in a different way. You say oh God, I've forgotten how to put it. Okay, I'll come back to that.
Okay. So, but which tribe are you from?
I'm Edo State. From
Edo State.
Yes.
Oh, that's where I'm from. I'm from Edo State. Okay, yes, she's going to say she's having a shock. When did you become a Nigerian? I roll with some Nigerians.
Now I understand.
So because we also broadcasting in satellite. So
yeah,
there's so many people around the world, especially in Africa, watching this. So, my queen, where originally are you from?
Oh, I'm here, Santini.
You are Santini. I don't understand.
I'm from the Ashanti region in Ghana.
I like that. I like you. So okay. So how would you say welcome in your Akwaba and Edo? Okay. So today, if you're watching, and you can tell us how you say welcome in your language as well. But from the Ashanti side is Akwaba, and from the Edo side is Edo. It's Edo. And from the English side, we say welcome. We have fun on set as well. I'm so privileged to have you today. So let's start with our wonderful Mavis. Mavis, tell us who you are to the world and what you do.
My name is Mavis Osei. I am the CEO of Miss Ghana UK.
I want you to speak with that power.
With the power.
Yes.
I'm feeling a bit tired.
Yes.
But yeah, and MGUK Foundation, which is the charitable side to Miss Ghana UK.
Yes. And so, Honorable Sonia.
Okay. Well, what I do quite a lot of things, and at the moment I do a lot of coaching and mentoring people into project management. So I'm in that project management field in public sector in the UK as well.
Fantastic. So, and you are mothers as well.
Yes.
You are mothers, you are wives, you are aunties, you are cousins, and you do a lot. You're a powerhouse. As we put it out there, unfiltered, motherhood unfiltered, mothers, when we say mother, who a mother is, Mavis, what would you say?
A simple word, someone that's nurturing.
Somebody who nurtures. And Sonia, what would you say?
I'll say someone who gives love and who looks after quite a lot of people as well. So as you said, we're mothers. I'm not just a mother to my 3. I kind of mother quite a lot of other people as well.
So Mavis have 2.
Yes.
And then you have 3, 5. Now I have 4. So what, 9? Hey.
Yeah, we've done well.
We've done very well.
We are a community.
We are a whole community on our own. But as mothers, as you said, somebody who gives love, somebody who nurtures. Somebody will also say, "Oh, I don't have kids." So today is not just the birthing mother, but you nurture so much. You nurture your husbands. Some people, their husbands are their babies, right? Okay, so Sonia is laughing. I hope the husband is not watching. They have big babies, and then But before we dive in, tell us a little bit about the Miss Ghana brand and the foundation.
A bit about Miss Ghana UK. So Miss Ghana UK was started in the early 90s by a group of people, the main person being DJ Francis, and through progression, Akwaba UK, maybe quite a few people did it up to the early 2000s, and then I got involved from 2020 to 2002, and I've been involved ever since. And I got involved because I wanted to change the nature, make it more educational, more heritage based, more culture, and I think until now that's what we've achieved. So we continue to educate people on about Ghana.
Wow. Somebody's complimenting you. Say, Mavis, we are loving the look, but we want you to hear more of your voice because
project. I always tell the girls project. Don't shout project.
I'm telling you that shout project. So somebody complimenting the two of you. So thank you so much. And then so you got involved and you've been in it.
For the last 4 years.
Yes. Wow. And what about the foundation?
So the foundation was created in the early 2000s, probably around 2010. And that was just basically us going back to Ghana and doing a community work out there. So we focused on supporting orphanages, schools, reading clinics. So we did a lot more Ghana's more charity work than anything else. Whilst here we focus on the cultural, the educational side about Ghana.
Fantastic. So still mothering people, mentoring people is all about nurturing. And then Sonia, what do you do? Tell us more about your coaching.
Okay, so looking at it, I'll say quite a lot of my clients are female.
Okay.
And I kind of inspire people to strive for more in terms of going into profitable careers and have a profession for themselves, because I guess when I started, after I had my twins, I've got twins who are 16, and
you're twin babies.
It got to a point I just couldn't work again for that period. So when I went back into my career part and I decided to go into project management, so I just realized that quite a lot of moms just feel, oh, we can't do anything after having kids. So I kind of inspire a lot of people into looking for a career that you can do. It might not just be into project management, it might be anything, but it's just to have that goal for yourself, set that goal, move forward for something. So yeah, I like to do that, and I inspire quite a lot of women, moms, aunties, so it's a very good thing.
So you see where the journey is going. They are mothers and they are also mentoring, pushing, harnessing, making people do what they want to do and be. Maybe so. You're a mother of two. Tell me the journey of motherhood. I know I'm not going to go into. I know it's Motherhood Unfiltered, but don't worry, because before we came on set, I was saying you have to tell me how the babies were made. So, being a mother of, I know you have a son and a daughter. First of all, they are two different human beings,
groups.
age groups, and the boys are different, the girls are different.
100%.
I have 3 girls and a boy. The girls were okay, and then the boy came and I go, okay, it's a different story. So tell us how you've able to, you know, bring these wonderful human beings and still do what you do.
For me, I guess I had my daughter quite early, my early 20s. I was at university at the time.
Okay, okay.
So it wasn't the best thing that did happen, but I had a very good network of people that supported me through that. It was difficult. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it was.
So mommy told you to go and study and you went the other way. Okay,
I came back with a baby, yeah. But yeah, so her journey was totally different because I was 23 years old, 22 years old, just had a daughter. But it was an interesting journey because as much as it was difficult, it was life changing. Because I remember the first day I had her at UCL, University College, UCH. And after I
that was a long time ago.
That's a long time ago. So after I had her, I was like, oh my God, my life has changed forever. I am now officially responsible for another person. Yeah. And the light bulb started to come in like, wow, you are never going to be that same person ever again. And that was a wake-up call for me. But I've been fortunate because I had really good people around me that helped me throughout the journey. And now she's 29 going on 30.
Wow.
So that was in 1996. And then I had my son in 2008. And you're right, it's a totally different journey. Having a child in your 20s and having a child in your mid-30s, different journey. Having boys, totally different journey. Boys are...
Our boys.
Our boys.
Boys are boys.
Boys will ever be mummy's boys.
Mummy's boys. Hold on there. So, Honorable Sonia, tell me about having the twins.
Yeah.
The twins, the first or
yeah, the first.
Yeah, the first.
Yeah.
So first of all, when you found out there was double portion in you, how did you feel?
It came as a surprise. Really, I wasn't expecting to have twins at all. But although my husband's line, they've got twins.
Okay, I nearly asked, tell us the recipe of making twins so that maybe somebody watching it.
I don't think there's any recipe, but I eat a lot of yam.
Hey, I eat yam all my life.
I love yam that period, but I don't know any link to yam, but I know it's kind of a family line or something. So yeah, my mom is a nurse. Well, she was a nurse then, but she's retired now. And I think she was the first person, after my husband, just to let her know. And I was like, whoa, how am I going to do this, you know? But yeah, it's been good when you have good network. You've got family around and support. You've got a wonderful husband that supports as well. So it's just a journey. You just carry on, take it as it comes, really. So yeah, it's not been as difficult as I thought, but I had to do a lot of routines. Yeah, so there was a lot of routines with food time, literally like two of them. Yeah.
Oh wow!
I had to do that quite a lot, and because my mom is a nurse, she worked in special baby unit, so she constantly, you have to give them food and all that. So yeah, I did. I did a lot of that at the same time. A lot of routine, and that helped.
I can see that both of you. You see the joy that I can see that glow talking about it as a mother. And we can also, you know, there some people might not be their biological children, but then, you know, they'll go to the orphanages and help these kids. They are maybe a family members not there and they have to step in. Our auntie dancer was telling us how her sister is able to step in. So we're celebrating all women and, you know, those who are harnessing. It was my dad. So my dad was my mom, but he stepped in. The only thing that he told me was granite soup. I can do the granite soup, apart from I can't do anything. But, you know, boys, we live in a generation, before we go to the children again, you know, we have the modern day mom and the traditional mom. Would you say you're a modern day mom or you're a traditional mom?
You have to define that, because personally I feel I might be both ways.
In how would you say you're both ways?
So when you mean modern day mom,
Yeah.
you have to give me your definition, because my
Well,
definition might be different.
The modern day mom, they
Yeah.
said she wants to go to work. She wants to work, and do the things that the modern day, the corporate women are doing. Whilst the traditional mom is, I want to stay. Where would we say stay at home? You know, she goes and come back and do whatever she has to do. The modern day mom wants to take the kids to
Nanny.
nanny and breakfast club, and off they go. That is what somebody was telling me. I'm a modern day mom. I don't have time to, you know. And I thought, okay, I have two ladies coming to the studio. Let me see what they would tell me about it. So were you that mother who would say, because I have to pay the bills, because I have to do this, I'm taking the kids to school and the breakfast club, the nanny, and get on with life?
Yeah, so it's that definition for me might not be constantly 100%, because people juggle things based on their circumstances. So some people might be modern and traditional together. So you can't be starting a job, maybe you're a nurse, for example, you have to get in at 8, you've got to take that child to childcare. That doesn't mean when you come pick them up, you don't carry on being your traditional mom. So I think it's a mixture.
It's a mixture.
But for me, I would say I'm mixed, I'm both of them. I'm career focused. But initially I wasn't, because I had to relax a bit after having my twins. And, you know, try and juggle being a mom, because that's difficult. You know, you learn every day. So yeah, now I've got a routine, and I still get on with my kids' activities. They've got homework, I still sit down, do that after work. So I kind of mix everything together, and we have times we play, family time. So I juggle being a modern day mom and a traditional mom together.
Mavis, what would you say?
I think I'm both as well. I think there's times where you've had to do the morning school clubs, and then at the same time for me personally, let's take me personally, I kind of went part-time for a long time when my son was born, especially because I think one day I used to be full-time. One day I went to pick him up from school, and the teacher said to me, mouthed it off like, are you his mom? Basically he mentioned my son, are you his mom? Because she hadn't seen me.
Oh dear.
Because I had a network of people that would drop him in the morning, pick him up after school, because I used to come back from work late. So when she said that, it really hit me, and that was in reception. And from that day, I went back to work, and I said to my boss, I want to do compressed hours, but part-time. So for the last probably 16 years, I've been doing part-time working, so I do 30 hours a week rather than full-time. And that was because I was available to go to the school Thursday to pick him up from school, and on Fridays I'm able to go pick him up from school, drop him in the morning, and I thought it was so important. And yes, I did take a pay cut to do that, but the good thing with that is I was able to see him progress. I was there for when the phone calls came. I was there for the school activities. I was there for when the phone call came and said, oh, he's injured, can you get here? Yes. So I've always been available for him during his journey up to now.
Did you feel guilty? Yes. How did you feel? You know, because I know a mother will be watching and to say, oh yes, I have to take them because of work, I have to drop them very early to the nanny, I have to do part-time. But what really hits you? Is it because she said, are you his mom?
Yes.
Are you okay?
That was my wake-up call. Like, he's been in school for this long and they don't see me, because I always had someone drop him off or someone pick him up. His sister will pick him up from school, or someone will also drop. So for the teacher to say that to me, it was a wake-up call for me, and I had to make a decision there and then, like, I need to do better. This is not what I want for him. I need to be seen. I need to know what is going on in school. And the thing with primary schools especially, don't forget, from primary schools, the journey that they have to follow, and that follows you all throughout your school years. So if they don't see parents' faces, your child is targeted.
Your child is targeted. So, how old are your twins now?
They're 16.
Oh, they're 16.
Yeah, then I've got a 10-year-old.
Oh, wow. When it's a boy and a girl, or
Boy and a girl, yeah.
a boy and a girl. So same as, so you're experiencing the boy girl. When we have the kids, somebody will ask, you know, this is my favorite. Can you say, are you allowed as a mother to say, I have a favorite child?
I don't think you are, but automatically one child will feel that you are. Sometimes my son will say, "Oh, she's your favorite," and I'm like, "She's not. I guess she's older, so we have different type of conversations. What I'll have with him, but then other times you'll be saying, "Oh, you do everything for him. You're spoiling him," kind of thing. So the balance is there. One will think one way, and the other will think the other way. But I don't. I love them both.
Do you have a favorite twin?
No. No, I don't actually. I don't.
You don't? Okay.
I think I kind of love my children equally, but you know, like you just said, one will differ. Obviously, my lasts, they will feel, oh, because it's the last, you tend to do more and give him more attention. But yeah, it comes with the age as well.
I think we have to. I'm going to pause because my honorable Sonia's. I know you're too excited and the mic is going. It's micing, but it's so we have to be careful because I know the spirit. She's
I think I'm getting too relaxed.
She's so excited. You know, somebody's watching and is saying that I have a favorite because maybe my daughter is naughty or maybe my son is naughty. Is it something you would say because of the way they're behaving? So this one is the favorite.
Would I say that? I just think they're very different. There's times I'm like, I can kill you, and then the other times
no, that is censored.
It's censored, but it's fact. Sometimes you're like, they do things that will wind you up, and you're like, but you know, they're your children.
Yeah.
You can always say I say to my son, especially now because he's younger, that no matter what happens, good or bad, I'm your mom. And it always comes back to me. So we have a different relationship. I have a different relationship with what I have with my daughter. She's an adult. So we have adult conversations where with him, it can be different. We talk, you know, with him, is there football? Is there what's happening in school? We laugh about it. Do you have a girlfriend? Wait until you finish A-levels because they're dangerous. Women are dangerous.
Women are when you read, I mean, you can't be on the Nana Cheche show and Nana might not slip a word. You know, when you read Proverbs 31, the mother is advising the son to be very careful about women. So it's very important that you do that. You know, as mothers in this generation, we see what is happening on social media, I mean, we can't, where our kids are not like when we were growing up, maybe back home, where we weren't exposed to a lot of things. Our children are very, very, very much exposed to a lot of things that, I don't know, how do you do it?
How do I do it? I think you need to be honest with them and tell them to just be careful because whatever you're sharing out there will stay forever. It doesn't disappear. And also be smart enough to know that it will affect you later on in life if you do anything. And learn from it. It's a tool. I think social media is a great tool to learn from, but at the same time, you just got to be very careful of what you take on board. And it's a difficult world for them. As you said, I grew up in London in the 80s and 90s, and if some of those things that happened those times was to happen to show now, it would be a different story. But we're living in a totally different world. It's a dangerous world, unfortunately, but we have to educate our children to know right from wrong, whether it's on social media, in school, wherever you are, whatever environment, because your character is what defines you.
Your character is what defines you. So we come back to your character is what defines you. How do you do it? You have 16-year-olds and they are, I know most of them, I mean, do they go to school? Did you drop them at school? They go on the bus. You see them on the bus, you see them on the roads. All of us are in the UK here. Maybe in Africa it might be different, but here, how do you deal with the children when it comes to social media?
Yeah, as you said, it's little you can do sometimes because you're not always going to be with them. So it's just more around praying and talking about it. And most of the time when I see any video of any child who's had any issue in another country, maybe a UK child, I'm not going to start giving examples, I show my children just to give them
You show them?
Yeah, and say, oh, look at what's happened, you know. So be careful wherever you are, because they're going to get older and say, oh, we want to go on a trip, we want to do this. So that awareness is very important. And maybe because we're very close family, so we talk a lot about everything. And, you know, the news that is okay for their age as well, I educate them. And most schools tend to do those kind of informations as well. So when the schools send me information, there are so many things going on at the moment, the schools will just send it, and I'm reading it. I as long as I can read, I show it to them and say, look at what's come from your school. So we have to be very careful, have to be very protective. I think it's just the way it is now, the internet technology. We just need to keep praying. There's so much, because our time, we didn't have all of this. You know, so we just need to keep praying, because they could pretend and be okay, but when they're outside of the door, you don't know what they're doing. So it's just leaving everything to God, really. That's how I just do it.
So I learned creating awareness for your children, and then also letting them know that whatever you put out there, your character will define you. It's so important, because now the kids think they know more than you know, and then we are mothers, we have been there before. And if we say we are going to go into what Mavis and Honorable Sonia did when they were young girls,
we were good girls.
Well, she said she was a good girl. A mother is saying, look, I'm on my own, I'm a single mother. And sometimes it's so difficult. It's so difficult for me to even begin. She doesn't know where to begin with. What sort of message would you give such a mother? Because maybe the kids are stubborn. She has to go to work. She doesn't have even enough money for her to pay for the nanny. And interestingly, yesterday I was on the train and I saw two kids. There was no one accompanying them. They will be, say, 7 and 5 on the train. And I was looking, you know, and they came to sit in. So I was looking whether an adult was accompanying them. And then there was another person sitting across them looking who is with this, who are with this children. And then they came off the stop before I came off, and I nearly got off and said, where is your mom or where is your dad? But you know, here you don't just go and talk to you. So I pray that wherever they're going, maybe they know too much to go. But this is maybe is a mother or father or somebody somewhere who cannot be there for them at that time. So if a mother is, or a single mother is out there, she's going through the toughest time, what would you say to her, Mavis?
Oh, it's a hard one. I know the go-to is that speak to your church or your pastor, but I think it's really important to have good
They're saying
friends.
They can't hear you.
They can't hear me. I think it's really important to have good friends or family members around you. There always has to be somebody that you're able to be truly authentic with and tell them that you have these problems, because holding on to yourself will not resolve the issue. And reaching out to a friend to say, you know what, I'm really suffering, it's not a bad thing. It's about you being honest and saying, I need help. I can sit here and say that I've been so fortunate to have friends and family that have been the most supportive people I know that no matter what happens, I pick up the phone, and it gets done. So I'm fortunate in those terms, but I know that people out there also suffering. So I think reach out to somebody. If it's school, talk to the school. They will help you as long as you reach out. It's when they don't hear anything from parents that they just mark your child. So reach out to the school and say, you know what, I need help. And there's resources out there. There's one thing with us black people, Ghanaians and Africans in general, is that we don't source information. There's so much help out there when you reach out. Even the schools have bursaries that they can help you with. Colleges have bursaries they can have. Universities have bursaries for your children. So it's about learning and finding out what kind of support you can get. From the local authority as well. You can reach out. And it's about information sharing. So reach out to the school. The school can then go to whether it's the council or something, but they'll give you resources to help you with whatever you're going through at the time.
Wow. Reach out, seek information, you know, because if you don't know, the lack of knowledge is so important that you reach out and seek information, reach out to your friend, but you've got to be a good friend. If you're not a
You
good
have
friend,
to be a
nobody
Everybody's
wants to
like-
help you. You know, you've got to be that person, because we live in a world that you have to give. We just learned the other day that give to gain. So it's so important that, you know, you reach out, but then be that person as well. But then maybe because of trauma, because of what people have gone through, you know, they call in, they have issues, there's mental health. So if you're going through all these, we are telling you to reach out today. You know, don't just stay there and then it affects you and it affects the children as well. Honorable Sonia, what would you say?
Yeah, I think I really like what you said, because I think it's that networking as well. Just have a good network, reach out for support. Don't just hide yourself in, because quite a lot of people can just keep it in. You know, speak up, and get
Speak
support.
up. We want you to speak up. Honorable Sonia, what would you say is some of the challenges? I know, yes, you have a good support network. Yes, you have that's environment. But then what has been some of the challenges for you? Because somebody, it's good for them. Oh, it's all good. Then what are some of the challenges you have faced as a mother?
It's a lot of juggling. And I did say that when I came here, so I need to switch off all my alarms, because literally I set alarm for everything.
Oh, wow.
And I don't set it for only myself, I set it for my children.
Okay.
And sometimes for my husband.
Okay.
So there's a lot of reminder, do this, do that. Yeah. So I think it's just try to be organized and just try and plan. So I tend to plan a lot, I guess because of my career part as well. But I don't think I can cope being a mother any other way without being organized and planning. So I literally set reminders for everything, because there's so much activities. School is doing this, especially that Christmas period. You know, there's so much going on in schools and different. So yeah, I think being organized and just planning helps me a lot.
So that is something that you've been doing. Alarm. Okay, there are some people who have the alarm like the fire service, and then some have the alarm that is like somebody shooting, and then the alarm sounds and the whole team is running out of the studio because we think somebody's trying to, but then it's your alarm. So I'm thankful that you've put the alarm on hold. I'm very thankful. Miss Ghana, what would you say some of the challenges you've faced as a mother?
I think for me, one of the major things, I think my partner was away a lot, so half the year probably be away. So I had to juggle. So through that, I've always been a very disciplined person, and obviously doing Miss Ghana as well. So my year is fully packed. Different times of it gets heavier. But so discipline for me is a big thing. So everything I do is literally, I think ahead, because I don't like stress. That's one thing I don't like. I do not like stress, so I plan ahead. If you tell me something today, I know that it's in my calendar. And as Honourable said, everything's in my calendar, because especially now at this age, I forget everything. But through that journey.
So the challenges, some people say as a mother, maybe discipline. There's not discipline enough, or I'm disciplined enough. I need to set the alarm. I need to write. Some people are of a certain age now, they have to write, because if they don't write, they forget. My kid had to get me a whole big diary for me to start writing, because it's I think it's part of growing. Maybe is laughing, but the challenges of motherhood. I think I put out there that we don't know what we are going to face, because the child that you're having, you don't know, and it's difficult at the same time. Is a blessing. It's difficult at the same time. It's amazing. Sometimes it can be annoying, as you used the word earlier on that we had to censor, but you want to cuddle your child. But we have some mothers today who are challenged because their children are in prison, and we sit here and we don't know what our children do when they walk out of the door. We don't know what our children do, the people they hang out with, even though they will portray. And some
totally
parents,
different.
some mothers have experienced this, because the child, the son, the daughter, that was going through the door We didn't know that they were hanging out with such a person. What are some of the advice you give to your children?
I think you need to be extremely nosy.
Yeah.
You need to be nosy. As
Nosy.
much as the kids will always shout, they might scream, but let that be a blank. Be blank about, filter it out. You have to be nosy. You have to be asking questions. You have to be looking around. Oh, so where are you going today? Who are you with? Know their friends. Know who they're going to. Know when they're going out. Get them. It's expensive, I know, because over time the government's taken out so many resources for young people, probably about 10 to 15 years ago, but put them in some form of activity.
Activities.
Expensive as it is, especially for boys, I think football is one of the greatest things you do. They're not going to become a footballer. Only very less than 0.something% will become a professional footballer. But being in football gives them a discipline beyond anything you can think of, because they're having to listen to another adult. They have to go through positivity, negativity, not being able to play, making sure they're on time. You know, the other day I was speaking to my son and he's like, I said, oh, go and do this for me because I'm going to be late for a game. Are you going to pay my fine? So you get to a certain age where they have to pay for a fine if they're late, if they get red, yellow card or anything. So I think football is one of those. I think a few years ago at work, we had a session and we had a couple of schools come from the local authority to the session, and then the moderator asked a question, and one of the boys got up, black boy, probably about 15, and the way the boy spoke, I knew already that he plays football compared to his peers. So when we finished, I walked him and I said to him, do you play football? And he said, yeah. And I said, I could tell. He goes, how? I said, because you spoke like somebody that has to listen to a coach. The way that you spoke was so different from your peer that you were with, because you could tell that he doesn't do no activity. So he speaks like he's on the road and he doesn't really care about anything. So I think for parents, football is not cheap, it's expensive. However, I think it's important if you can. We get up every day, we go to parties, we do that, but make time and pay for some form. It's hard, I'm not going to sit here and deny it. It is hard. But getting them involved in an activity takes them away from certain situations too.
Honorable Sonia, what would you say? Does your boy play football as well?
Well, basketball.
Okay.
But he's not so keen anymore. But yeah, I think my younger one still likes to do basketball, then swimming as well. So instructor telling them what to do. So I guess quite a lot of times it's very difficult in terms of monitoring that, because we've got to look. So like me, we've got like a tracker.
Yeah.
You put a tracker. Okay.
It's a family one.
It's a family one. So they know where I am.
Yeah.
And they see, because there's so much going on in the world now. We just need to keep ourselves safe. So yeah, it's on, and they know, oh yeah, mom is here, or they are here. Once they get to school, they just notify me, oh, this isn't school, this one has gone home. So we've got to do it. We've got to go do what we have to do as parents.
To do what we have to do
for safety as well. There's a lot going on at the moment, and I do check their phone.
Mommy's nosy. Mommy's very nosy.
I do check. I like to know. Yeah, if you're going out, I need to know. Like you said, I need to know.
I'm so sorry. I think I'm going to pause because Uncle Joe, Honorable's mic is. Are we good to go? Because if Honorable is so.
I can't stay still.
She is so enjoying the show that we're talking about mothers. She says she's nosy. Mothers are playing. We have securities now. So you're a mother, you're a chef, you're a cook, you're everything, but you're a security mother. And when we were growing up, we didn't have our mothers telling us. Of course, maybe our parents were strict. But yes, because of the world that we live in today, it's so important that we have to, check on our kids. So you have 360 on your phone.
I didn't know that's the one I had.
Which parent doesn't have 360? But that doesn't he give you the
reassurance?
anxiety because every second is, you know, or you rather have it?
I'm just used to it now. I don't get anxiety over it now.
You don't get anxiety. Are you that parent that when the kids go out and they're not back, you don't sleep? Because I see it on socials, you know, where we'll every second, you know, you have to get up to go to work, but you're waiting, every second, till they walk out of the door, and then your pressure is up and down and up, or you go off to sleep.
No, I guess my husband calms me down. And he's like, you just relax. That's it. Once he says that, I'm like, okay, I'm still checking. But yeah, it's a normal instinct, isn't it, for a mom? I don't know. I just want to be sure they're safe with everything going on. You just start thinking.
You think of all the negatives.
Yeah.
Would you do that as well? Especially you had a girl.
We've got a track. Well, I watch. He doesn't watch me, but I watch. And myself, my daughter, and my son. But I don't check all the time. I guess it's because he's slightly older. But every time he goes out, I'm like, oh my God. You know, you do get scared automatically when you have a son because of what goes on out there. So I do check to see, at times to see, oh, he should be here, where is he? Or I'll call him and he doesn't answer, then I'll go and check, like, message, where are you? But anytime he goes out and it's late in the night, I will literally be up waiting for him to come back. Or I say to my daughter, I'm going to bed, wait for your brother, because you're a late person, but I'm an early bird. But yeah, anytime he steps out, it's scary out there. Not because, and I always explain to him, it's not because of what you're going to do, it's other people.
Yeah.
So as a mother, naturally you're going to worry, and I do.
As a mother, so would you say mothers are natural warriors?
Yes.
We worry a lot.
Yes.
We take in so much. What time then do you make for yourself? Do you know, self-care is so important. Some mothers have, when the babies come, I was telling the young ladies that was on the show the other day, I said, before the babies come, we are glam, we are super, we are flying. And then after the babies, we become somebody else. But I am so honored that you two are looking fantabulous. So what do you do to take care of yourself?
What do? I sleep early, majority of the week, and everybody can confirm this, by 9 o'clock I'm in bed.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And that's
I'm an early sleeper too.
And that's a lifetime thing, it's not like recent thing. By 9 o'clock my phone goes to sleep, so if you try to call me on the mobile, it says not available. If I happen to be up and I see it, I choose whether I need to answer it or not.
Okay, we hear
but
that.
However, the opposite is I wake up early too, so by 4:30 I'm up. And that's the time I do the me things, because I'm an early bird, so I do all the things, admin, whatever I need to do before I start work. I also heavily into taking care of myself, so I train. I do 3 to 4 times a week. I do strength training. Yeah, so I really do take, I as much as I'm busy, I find a balance, and I make sure that I find a balance, and I look after myself as well.
So as a mother, you don't have any excuse. You know, Mavis is telling us that she take care of herself, she makes time, she sleeps well. Well, somebody said I don't sleep early, because I could hear Honorable Sonia say, So it means that you don't sleep early? What?
I can't remember the last time I slept at night.
Really?
Yeah.
So what time do you go to bed?
I don't sleep at 10, or earliest I can sleep will be 10:30.
Okay.
Literally, I know I need to get better at sleeping early, but I just don't.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Everyone's different.
I sleep at 1, sometimes 1,
yeah.
but 5 I'm up. 6 I'm up. I'm a late sleeper, I'm early sleep, but I am an early person. So far, and you still look gorgeous anyway. So, you know, the most important thing is you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
So how do you take care of yourself? How are you looking so gorgeous?
Mother of 3.
I know. I find the time.
Okay.
I find time for myself, and yeah, I buy things I want and make sure I look good.
Okay.
Even if I have to juggle everything, So yeah, I think it's important that we don't just let ourselves go as a mom and just say, oh, I've got people I'm looking after, I don't have to take care of myself. No, you just have to present yourself good, because when you come out looking good, people respect you. You know, you take care of yourself, and you're always well dressed, always present yourself well. So I think, yeah, it's something that I'm very cautious about. I always make sure I look good in anything I'm doing.
And you are looking good. Both of you are looking good. It's so important that you look good. Don't let yourself go. Once upon a time, you would say, "Oh, Nana, you and your guests, you have no idea. You don't know. I'm doing this. I'm doing that." But I intentionally, I have people, they said the word intentional, brought these amazing ladies to, you know, they are mothers, they work, they have businesses, and they juggle all that, but they're looking good. So you and I, we don't have any excuse not to look good. You know, you will rest and make time, you rest, find time to rest. Many of us don't rest, and especially in this day and age, you know, people are just dropping dead, having heart attacks, you know, at a very young age. Make time to rest, make time to find activities as well, join the networks. It's so important.
And then I think it's so important to spend time with your people. We make time to be together on a regular basis, and we enjoy each other's company. We do unfiltered conversations.
Unfiltered conversations, which they didn't want me to ask certain questions. Which so they're laughing. They know what they did to me. They said you are not allowed. But you know, it's so important that you find people who will lift you up. You know, people that will make you
do better.
Because nowadays, you know, and with all that is going on.
And also I think it's important to have people that are honest with you. And that will tell you when you're doing good, and tell you when you need to be told. I think it's so important. It's
so important, because then if you don't do, you're crumbling, and your world is crumbling. And I know that both of you, women watching us, family watching us, we all have something special to give to the world. But if you don't look after yourself, you can't look after the kids. You know, so it's important that we do that. Another question that is come is, yes, you're taking care of yourself. Do you buy things for yourself? You know, some people say, yeah, I'm taking care of myself, but you know, but when you're going to buy, you feel guilty. Do you feel guilty spending on yourself?
No.
Okay. Not at all. No. Okay. Honorable Sonia, tell me, how much will you spend when you go shopping? How much?
I can't be saying. I can't be saying all that, but I never feel guilty. Okay. Because I can buy for myself. Then maybe if I see something for the kids, I buy for my husband if I need to. But we shouldn't feel guilty spending for ourselves, because you've got to.
You've got to. You don't have the. But she said, I buy for my children, and I buy for the husband. When would you forget that? Okay, let's forget about the kids.
I do just mine most of the time. I've done, like this morning, I've just ordered a few things.
Okay. Mavis, do you feel guilty when you see the bag, the shoe? She's censoring. She doesn't want to tell us how much she went spending the other day.
You know, you'd be surprised. I don't really do design and things like that. Anyway, but I know I find things that look good on me. I know what I look good in, and it doesn't necessarily have to be. I love sales. Do you understand? So I don't necessarily. I might see something that's probably £10 and I'll buy it, but it's how you mix it and you put it together. If I tell you where this top is from, you even laugh at me.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, you'd be surprised. Yes. You think, oh wow, and you know, you pair it up with something else. So you need to mix. That's what did Megan say? The highs and the lows.
Yes. So you have to. It's so important that you look good, you feel good, you spend on yourself. Don't feel guilty, because it's so important that you have to put yourself first
and go out
make time and go out, because you know, the fact that you're a mother doesn't mean that that is the end of you know. And then we want to give shout out to you and your biological children, for the mothers who are also really working hard for orphans,
all of us,
and for those who are stepping in because the parents are not there. you know, as I said, I learned some are mothers to pets because they don't want to have, they said they don't want to have children, but they can love pets. You know, everybody has their own, you know, but don't feel guilty. Go out. Why is it that we don't want to go out?
I want to go.
No, but most people don't want to go out.
You just feel responsible that you need to. When I mean responsible, you feel, oh, you've got to look after the kids. Well, you can plan. It's all planning, isn't it?
Thank you.
You find someone to help you.
Thank you.
You know, like next week, I've got a few ladies. We've got like a group.
Okay.
We're going for afternoon tea.
Okay.
So we just find little things and just say, oh, let's do this month, we do that. I think it's very important that you have that space, and that will give you opportunity to have that talk, socialization, and, you know, female conversations as well. So yeah, it's important that you find that time for yourself and socialize.
And socialize.
Yeah.
Mavis, what would you say?
I think I socialize a lot.
Yes.
But I'm very selective. People see me like, oh, but you're always out. And as I said, by 9 o'clock during the week, I'm in bed. So when I do things and I put something out there, people think, oh my God, you're always out. But I'm not. There's periods where I'm out. But I do love Saturdays. I do catch up with my friends. I do continue to go out with my sisters and have conversations. As I said, you know, unfiltered conversations is really important. And also having children, especially of school age, network with other parents is so vital. The drop-offs, the pickups, that's where you really need the support if you don't have other people in the family that can help. So that you work together to be able for that system to work. You need to be talking to other parents or neighbors that are in the area that I'll drop off, you do the pickup. Get to know other parents, because even if you're not available because of work, you will hear what's going on in school. You will hear all these things that you not necessarily hear from the school itself.
Yeah.
So.
And thank you so much, ladies, for sharing. And also, yes, grandmothers and stepping moms. Some of the then we have stepping moms, stepmothers. You know, shout out to them as well, because not all the stepmothers are wicked. The wicked stepmother
no, all of them.
You know, and grandmas. There's so many people, especially so many great people that they say was my grandma. It was my grandma. It was my grandma. It was my step. So shout out to them as well.
Yeah,
I never had the opportunity of meeting any of my grandparents, but I know some grand aunties. Or any of your grandparents?
My mother's here, and I think for my son, when I first went back to work after a year, she did take care of him, look after him for the year or so before he started nursery. So not everybody is fortunate enough to have that. And with my daughter, I had my friend's grandma that used to also take care of her till she started through high school years. So we've been fortunate. May she rest in peace. But yeah, we've been really, you need, and
grandmothers.
I was privileged enough to know my grandmother, my mum's mother. Yeah, like she literally was my idol.
Yeah. Do you have any of the kids know any of your grandparents that is still here, or
that's not my grandparents?
Yeah, but the kids have their grandmothers.
Oh yes, oh absolutely, yeah.
Yes, and she spoils them, because the grandparents they spoil us.
But you know what? They have different relationships with the boys.
Is it?
Yes.
What?
They have a very special bonding relationship with the boys.
The grandparents.
Yeah, especially the grandmothers. Yes, because you look at how they treat and then you look at how it's very different.
It's very different. How does your mother treat your?
I don't think she's different. I think she just takes all of them together, and I think I'm very lucky to have my mom around most of the time to help. And I think when we're talking about moms, we also need to appreciate dads who really help as well.
Support. The stepping dads. Yeah. Today we are shouting out. Yes, we are. As I said, my dad, bless his soul, he was the stricter dad, mom, and I am thankful for the woman that I have turned out to be. So I want you to give your mom a shout out.
Yeah, a shout out to you, mom. I'm sure you're watching. Yes, thank you for your love.
Yes, and Mavis.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
Thank you for all that you have done. We appreciate it. And to all the other mothers. keep going, stay strong, stay faithful, stay prayerful.
Yeah.
Keep doing you, doing
Keep
what you're doing.
you. It's so important
Don't
that
give up.
you know. Yes, Honorable Sonia said, "Don't give up." And to the amazing, I'm touched by your words, both of you. You know, and mothers do a lot. Mothers do a lot. Yes, Honorable Sonia said we should give shout out to the dads. But the mother carries the home, no matter what. Sometimes, I don't want to know about my mom. You know, whilst when I was putting this Motherhood Unfiltered, I got a lot of text messages. Oh, I don't get on with my mom. And then another guy said, my mom is not talking to me, but I'm going to go say hello to her tomorrow. So it was which I was happy about. You know, so it's so important that we pray for moms, especially mothers in some part of the world that it's, you know, there's war or something. We pray for mothers who've lost their kids, you know, that it will be, or even children who've lost their moms, mothers whose children are in prison, and children whose mothers are in prison. So we have to pray, lift women up, lift mothers up, and as Mavis said, keep doing you. Because if you, who is the pillar, if you're not taking care of yourself, when you crumble, everything
else crumbles,
you know, but when you stay strong, when you're happy, when you rest, when you treat yourself, you know, we're not saying go spend, well, if you have the millions, why not? But those little things that you do for yourself, it's so important. It makes you glow. Be happy. Do you, you know, do you. Look at this amazing women that has graced us today. If I tell you how old they are, but I'm not supposed to say that. You know, they are mothers, they are wives, they are working, they have businesses, they are pushing people, but they still look good. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for having us.
Coming us this morning to share your wisdom with us. And I want to say thank you to you who shared, who texted, who contributed, who commented. Thank you so much. If you're a mother and you're watching, we want to applaud you and we want to commend you. Keep doing what you're doing. Love the children no matter what. You would say you want to, you know, squeeze your neck. You know, they are the reason why. The other day somebody said they're suing their parent because they suing the mom because they gave birth.
Oh my God.
But you know, love the kids, because the word says your children shall be like olive plants round about your table. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for joining. Thank you, Honorable Sonia
us.
and Mavis. Mavis, tell us where we can find you.
Oh, my socials, even though they're not open, at Mavis Osei.
And the business?
Miss Ghana UK.
Miss Ghana UK. And then, Honorable Sonia, where can we find you?
Well, I've got a website.
Okay.
And yeah, I've got my social media pages as well.
What handler? What's your social media handler?
I can give that to you.
Okay, we will put it out there. We will put it out there so you can follow.
Just so that I've just about launched my MGUK Revive and Connect.
Yes.
About well-being and connecting women in our 40 pluses.
Okay.
So I'm trying to build a community of women that just want to connect and do things and just share experiences. It's
so important. So that's why we have to MGUK Revive and Connect. So you know, if you see me being exercise, I mean I did the power but with my gym clothes doing all that, know that Mavis is pushing all of us. So I believe that Honorable Sonia will join. But before we go, I'm going to celebrate these amazing ladies. So we're going to have some cake. But honorable ladies, so we're not gonna be eating on live, but we're gonna have a party right after the show. So thank you so much. Thank you. Make sure you join us next Saturday. It's going to be amazing as usual. It's going to be fun. Have a lovely day and enjoy the mothers in your life. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
So we are, well, that is life for you, life for you. I'm gonna be cutting the cake. Okay. And maybe you just celebrated your birthday as well.
Oh,
Yes, I did.
She did, so-
I'm an independence babe.
Independence baby.
nice.
So I'm gonna. Ooh.
You know the saddest thing though, Nana?
What is it?
I've given up sugar for Lent.
Oh yes, we are in Lent.
Yes,
But
we are.
We are in Lent. I was just reminded. Oh my God, the good Lord. So some people have given sugar.
Yes.
But
Others can have it.
Some people. But that is the beauty of motherhood, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes we tell the kids you can't have it, but you can have it. So as a mother, I can tell you can't have it, but you can have it. So you know, but the bosses want you to have it. So
You can
know,
keep it till after Lent.
you can keep it.
Oh, so I have to go and
after
freeze
we
it.
will freeze it. Yes, we have to freeze it because else we can't, you know. And then so this is, you see, mothers unexpectedly you will come. Thank you, my dear.
And that's why you need to be disciplined.
Yeah, that's why
You have to
So,
try,
honorable,
isn't
this is
it?
your
Thank
cake.
Thank you.
And yes, and then I will have mine as well. But we are so grateful. We are
Thank
so
you
grateful
so
that
much.
we had a, you know. So this is a piece of cake as a
Mothering
mothering
cake.
Sunday. But we want to say, if you were in the studio, you could have had a cake. So what we do is, if you want a piece, if you want a slice, just inbox me and I'll send you yours. I'm so grateful you tuning. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.